इसका जवाब भी बड़ा सीधा है, नहीं। मेरी राय में जितना भी कुछ मैंने सीखा है दुनिया के बारे में, हमारी प्लैनेट की हिस्ट्री के बारे में, एवोल्यूशन के बारे में, ये सारी चीज़ों को समझकर मैंने जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग डेवलप करी है, मेरी राय में कोई भगवान, कोई अल्लाह, कोई गॉड एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता।
The atheists will always avoid this question. What is the proof for the existence of Allah Jalla wa'ala? Something that each and every one of you can take with you. You will refute them, you will confute them, you will shut them off.
If the deistic God thought all that through and set up the laws of physics, then he would have to be damn clever. He would have to be the physicist to end all physicists. I don't care if he then withdraws. He needs an explanation in his own right. The whole enterprise of evolutionary biology is to explain how you get prodigious complexity and design from virtually nothing. I mean, we hand over to physicists when we can go beyond the virtually nothing to the absolutely nothing.
Quantum vacuum, quantum fields, energy fields, laws of physics, space, all of that is something. Someone says that something comes out of nothing and you don't accept it. And for instance, he buys a chicken. And then he names the chicken nothing. And whenever he sees the chicken, he says, that's nothing. Why? Because he's named it nothing. He says, that's nothing. And then when the chicken lays an egg, then he says, look, something came out of nothing. Something came out of nothing. You will say, that's not nothing. That's a chicken, but you've called it nothing. You've given it that name to prove your point.
मगर सुनिए मगर हकीकत ये है कि वहाँ शख्सी आज़ादी राय देने की, बोलने की नहीं है।
जी, ये एक आखिरी सवाल मुफ्ती साहब से। हाँ मैम, इनको माइक दीजिए।
शुक्रिया। मेरा नाम मनीषा है, मैं हरियाणा से आई हूँ। मैं मुफ्ती साहब से एक बात पूछना चाहती हूँ। आप बार बार जावेद साहब को कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट तो कर रहे हैं कि आपने ये कहा, लेकिन आप भी अजम्पशंस के बेसिस पे बात कर रहे हैं। आपने खुदा के होने का कौन सा प्रूफ पेश किया है, खुदा की एग्जिस्टेंस का? अब इस सवाल को अलग रहने दीजिए, कौन एथीस्ट है कौन नहीं है।
How do we refute atheists? The challenge is from Allah Jalla wa'ala. Allah Jalla wa'ala says in the Quran, and this is the best, most powerful, logical challenge. In light of reason, the atheists will always avoid this question. Whenever you present the Quranic argument, they will avoid this. And this is something I want each and every one of you to take with you. What is the proof for the existence of Allah Jalla wa'ala? Something that each and every one of you can take with you. Any atheist that meets you, you use this approach, inshallah ta'ala, you will refute them, you will confute them, you will shut them off. They will not have the courage to speak to you after that. Allah Jalla wa'ala says in Surah At-Tur, Am khuliku min ghayri shay'in, am humul khaliqoon, am khalaqu as-samawat wal ard. 4 possibilities in light of this ayah of the Quran. Remember, whatever comes into existence from non-existence, what do you call it? Hadith. Contingent. Something that did not exist and then came into existence. And today, you can say that most of the atheists, and especially the new atheism movement, they all unanimously agree that the universe is contingent. It came into existence from non-existence. We can prove that through philosophical arguments, through the second law of thermodynamics. And they accept this, that the universe came into existence from non-existence. It did not exist and then it came into existence. Now the question is, whatever comes into existence from non-existence, Allah Jalla wa'ala says, did they come into existence from nothing? That's one possibility. One possibility is that the entire universe came into existence from what? From nothing. The second possibility is that the universe created itself. The third possibility is that someone who is created the universe. And the fourth possibility is someone who is uncreated, undesigned, uncaused, caused the universe. Is that clear? What's the first possibility? Everyone. First possibility in light of this Quranic challenge. First, did they come into existence from nothing? Did the universe come into existence from nothing? The second is that the universe created itself. The third, someone created the universe. And the fourth possibility is that someone uncreated created the universe. Let us analyze the first argument, that the universe came into existence from nothing. Can something come into existence from nothing? Is that possible? What comes from nothing? Nothing plus nothing plus nothing plus nothing equals what? Nothing. Nothing comes out of nothing. An empty glass of water plus another empty glass of water plus another empty glass of water plus another empty glass of water equals what? Emptiness plus emptiness plus emptiness equals what? Emptiness. If nothing had the power to create something, it wouldn't have been nothing. If nothing had the power to create something, then you wouldn't call it nothing. It would have been something. Something comes out of something. Nothing comes out of nothing. It's irrational to say that something came out of nothing. Now if someone says to you, and remember, when we say that nothing comes out of nothing, it is absolute nothing. It is the real nothing. It is the true nothing, the actual nothing. If some physicist says to you that there are some particles that come out of nothing, remember, our nothing, our definition of nothing is the real nothing, the actual nothing. When we say nothing, we mean no matter, no time, no space, no energy, no laws of physics. If someone who has studied a bit of quantum physics and he says to you, there is a possibility of some particles appearing, but what did they appear from? What have they come from? They believe it's nothing, that they came from nothing. Is quantum vacuum nothing? Is quantum fields nothing? Energy fields, is that nothing? Laws of physics are nothing? Space is nothing? There is something. It's nothing in their definition. What we mean by nothing is non-existence of everything. Absolutely nothing. So they will deceive you. This is why I say, if you take this argument of the Quran, talk to the university lecturers, any debaters, they will run away from you. Because they avoid this argument. And then what will they do? They will try to use this, some scientific jargon just to confuse you. And you will think, oh, my scholar did not explain this. Tell them, explain what nothing is. Define nothing. Nothing means absolutely nothing. Someone says that something comes out of nothing and you don't accept it. And for instance, he buys the chicken. And then he names the chicken nothing. And whenever he sees the chicken, he says, that's nothing. Why? Because he's named it nothing. He says, that's nothing. And then when the chicken lays an egg, then he says, look, something came out of nothing. Something came out of nothing. You will say, that's not nothing. That's a chicken, but you've called it nothing. You've given it that name to prove your point. So, quantum vacuum, quantum fields, energy fields, laws of physics, space, all of that is something. And the particles, they come out of something, they don't come out of nothing. So do you understand this? What does Allah Jalla wa Ala say? Am khuliku min ghayri shay'in. Were they created from nothing? Min ghayri shay'in. Is that a possibility? That's not a possibility. It's irrational. Because nothing comes out of nothing. And say this to them. If nothing had the power to create something, it wouldn't have been nothing. Second possibility. That's the first possibility. Has everyone memorized it? What's the first possibility? That we came out of nothing. Second possibility. That we created ourselves. Am humul khaliqun. That you created yourself. Is it possible for a human to create himself? Is self-creation something which is possible? Is it possible for one to create himself? It's impossible. Self-creation is another logical fallacy. It's irrational. Why? Because in order for you to create yourself, you have to exist. And to be created, you have to be non-existent. If I say this phone created itself, that requires the coexistence of existence and non-existence. You have to exist and you have to not exist in order for you to create yourself. If someone says this phone created itself, in order for the phone to be a creator, it has to exist. And in order for it to be created, it has to be non-existent. Because how can you create something that already exists? You only create that which is non-existent, which doesn't exist. Do you see? So in order for this phone to create, it has to exist. And for it to be created, it has to not exist. And the coexistence of existence and non-existence is another logical fallacy. It's impossible. It's illogical. So you cannot create yourself. It's impossible for you to create yourself. This is like saying that the chicken laid an egg and what came out of the egg was the same chicken. Is that possible? That's impossible. The cake baked itself. Or the book, a Shaykh Maulana Hussein al-Qadri, he didn't write the book. The book wrote itself. Is that possible? It's impossible. Or the girl gave birth to herself. Is that possible? Impossible. First option, we came out of nothing. Impossible. Second option, we created ourselves. Impossible. No one will accept that. Third possibility, a created being, someone who was designed, someone who was created the universe. For instance, this mic here. Have you seen this mic? You can all see it? Yes? Does this exist or not? Does it exist or not? Seeing is believing. That's what people say, don't they? Seeing is believing. Yes? You all believe that this mic exists. Everyone believes in that. Yes? Ye mic exists karta hai. Why? Because you've seen it. The question is, who assembled this mic? Who manufactured this mic? Who made it? For instance, someone says, I made it. Maulana Khalid. Maulana Khalid, yes? Maulana Khalid says, I manufactured this. I made this mic. Yes? He says, I made it. Now, in order for him to make it, he says that I am dependent upon the permission of someone else. Maulana Khalid is dependent upon the permission of Zayd. And in order for Zayd to give him permission to make this mic, he is dependent upon Bakr. Bakr is dependent upon Umar. Umar is dependent upon Abdullah. Abdullah is dependent upon Abdul Rahman. And this continues infinitely. It never ends. Would this mic exist? Would it exist? If this chain continues, it never ends. Maulana Khalid says, he claims that he made it, but he is dependent upon someone else's permission, and that someone is dependent upon someone else's permission, and this continues forever. It never ends. You don't find an end point. Would this mic exist? Impossible. It has to end somewhere, doesn't it? It has to end somewhere. There has to be someone who is independent. There has to be someone who doesn't depend upon anyone above him. And that someone will then give permission to that Abdul Rahman. Then Abdul Rahman will give permission to Abdullah. Then he will give permission to the one below him. Then he will give permission to the one below him. And then he will permit Maulana Khalid. And then Maulana Khalid will make this mic. Yes? But the mic exists. You've all seen the mic, haven't you? The mic exists. You've seen it. This is based on your empirical judgment. With your eyes you've seen it. Yes? You've seen it. It exists or not. Seeing is believing. You all believe in the existence of the mic? He manufactured it. He made it. But in order for him to make it, he needs the permission of someone above him. And this continues forever. It never ends. Would this mic exist? This is what we call tasalsul. This is what we call butlan of tasalsul. The fact that the mic exists shows that there is someone there who is independent. Do you understand? The fact that the mic exists proves that there is someone there who is independent, who has no one above him, who doesn't need the permission of anyone above him. Yes? Tell me, brothers and sisters in Al-Islam, do you exist? Do you believe in your existence? Do you exist? The fact that you exist proves that someone created you. But who created the one who created you? If there was a creator of the one who created you, then who created that creator? Then who created that creator? And then who created that creator? If this continues forever, you wouldn't have existed. The fact that you exist itself is a proof that there is someone there who is independent. Am khuliqu min ghayri shay'in. Take this argument to any atheist and tell them to refute it. Am khuliqu min ghayri shay'in. What's the first possibility? Did you come into existence from nothing? Impossible. We presented many examples. Did you create yourself? Coexistence of existence and non-existence? Rationally impossible. Third possibility, did a created being create the universe? Some external created being other than you? That leads to infinite regress of causes, which is rationally fallacious, impossible, irrational. What possibility are we left with? The fourth possibility, and that is that the universe is created by someone who is uncreated, who is undesigned, uncaused cause. The original cause has to exist forever, has to be independent, has to be very powerful, very intelligent, in order for him to create a universe like this, such a great universe. I don't have the time to go through all the arguments of the perfection of the universe. He has to be someone very powerful, and he cannot have anyone as powerful as him. Do you understand what I'm referring to now? Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Are we not referring to the same surah? Qul huwa Allahu ahad. You recited lam yalid wa lam yulad many times before, but have you ever thought about this? The lam yalid wa lam yulad itself shows, this itself is a proof that we are proving the existence of the uncreated creator. The answers are within Surah Al-Ikhlas. Powerful, extremely intelligent, and he has to be out of the creation. If I create this table, can I be part of the table? If I created this table, I can't be part of it. I have to be out of it in order for me to be a creator of this. If he manufactured this mic, he can't be within the mic. To be the creator, you have to be out of it. The creator of the heavens and the earth and the creator of space and time is Allah. So for you to ask this question, where was Allah before he created the universe? Do you not know that time is part of the universe? That limits Allah within time. Allah existed before he created time. Do you see? Do you understand? وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. There's nothing like Allah. He's out of the universe. So you can't ask this question about Allah Jalla wa Ala. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ اللَّهُ الصَّمَدُ لَمْ يَلِدْ وَلَمْ يُولَدْ وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. There's no one like Allah Jalla wa Ala. Nothing is like Allah Jalla wa Ala. He's out of the universe. And when we say Allahu Samad, Allah Jalla wa Ala,